Welcome to MICC Media Travel. Today, we invite you to join us on an unforgettable journey through Yogyakarta, Indonesia, a destination often regarded as the cultural heart of Java. Rich in history, tradition, natural beauty, and warm hospitality, Yogyakarta offers travelers a unique blend of ancient heritage and modern attractions. Our adventure begins at the world-famous Borobudur Temple. Rising majestically from the lush plains of central Java, Borobudur is not only the largest Buddhist temple in the world but also one of Southeast Asia's greatest architectural achievements. Built during the 8th and 9th centuries under the Sailendra dynasty, the temple stands as a testament to the remarkable craftsmanship and spiritual devotion of ancient Javanese civilization. Covering more than 2,500 square meters and constructed using millions of volcanic stone blocks, Borobudur consists of 9 stacked platforms crowned by a magnificent central dome. The temple features over 2,600 relief paintings. Experience the beauty of Merapi and the grandeur of Borobudur. Mount Merapi is best witnessed at sunrise, offering a spectacular view of one of Indonesia's most active volcanoes. This tour combines the thrilling Merapi lava tour aboard a Toyota-Land Cruiser soft top with an insightful journey to the Borobudur Temple, the world's largest Buddhist monument. At Merapi, you will explore the dramatic aftermath of the 2010 eruption from various vantage points, including the Kaliadem Bunker, Alien Rock, and the Museum of My Treasures. The adventure culminates with an off-road experience through the Kali Kuning River's wet tracks. After this exhilarating morning, the tour continues to Borobudur Temple, where you will explore its magnificent stupas and bas-reliefs, gaining a deeper understanding of Buddhist heritage. About Mount Merapi. Mount Merapi, standing at 2,930 meters above sea level, is known for its frequent eruptions, with the most devastating in recent history occurring in 2010. The surrounding landscape has been shaped by lava flows and pyroclastic surges, making it an educational and adventurous destination. About Borobudur Temple. Borobudur is the largest and most impressive Buddhist temple in the world, built in the 9th century. This UNESCO World Heritage Site features over 2,600 intricate relief panels and 504 Buddha statues. Climbing to the top provides breathtaking panoramic views and a profound spiritual experience. Merapi, located just north of the major city of Yogyakarta in central Java, Indonesia, has had activity within the last 20 years characterized by pyroclastic flows and lahars accompanying growth and collapse of the steep-sided active summit lava dome. The current eruption period began in late December 2020 and has more recently consisted of ash plumes, intermittent incandescent avalanches of material, and pyroclastic flows. BGVN 4804. This report covers activity during April through September 2023 based on information from Balai Penyelidikan dan Pengembangan Teknologi Kebencanaan Geologi BPPTKG, the Center for Research and Development of Geological Disaster Technology, a branch of PVMBG which specifically monitors Merapi. Additional information comes from the Pusat Vulkanologi dan Mitigasi Bencana Geologi PVMBG, also known as Indonesian Center for Volcanology and Geological Hazard Mitigation CVGHM, Magma Indonesia, the Darwin Volcanic Ash Advisory Center VARC, and various satellite data. Activity during April through September 2023 primarily consisted of incandescent avalanches of material that mainly affected the SW and W flanks and traveled as far as 2.3 km from the summit. Table 25 and white gas and steam emissions that rose 10-1000 m above the crater. Surrounded by hills, Yogyakarta has some spectacular vantage points for catching the brilliant Java sunsets, accessible by taxi or rideshare. On a ridge southeast of the center, the selfie park at Hihar Skyview is the most famous spot, but nearby Oblix Hills is another good place to dine in front of the vista. Another popular spot is Bukit Paralayang Watagupit, a towering hill overlooking Parangtritis Beach to the south of Yogyakarta, close to the Prambanan Temple. The carved rock outcrop at Tebing Breksi has some eye-catching selfie spots and lots of warren's food stalls. Planning tip: Yogyakarta can be a difficult city to navigate for the mobility impaired, but Difa Bike provides motorcycles with adapted sidecars for tours and transport. It's a great way to get around if you're less mobile. Surrounded by hills, Yogyakarta has some spectacular vantage points for catching the brilliant Java sunsets, accessible by taxi or rideshare. On a ridge southeast of the center, the selfie park at Hihar Skyview is the most famous spot, but nearby Oblix Hills is another good place to dine in front of the vista. Another popular spot is Bukit Paralayang Watagupit, a towering hill overlooking Parangtritis Beach to the south of Yogyakarta, close to the Prambanan Temple. The carved rock outcrop at Tebing Breksi has some eye-catching selfie spots and lots of warren's food stalls. Planning tip: Yogyakarta can be a difficult city to navigate for the mobility impaired, but Difa Bike provides motorcycles with adapted sidecars for tours and transport. It's a great way to get around if you're less mobile. Tucked away a couple of blocks behind the Kraton in the center of Yogyakarta is a large square of grass called Alun-Alun Kidal, or Alkid for short. It's one of the most popular meeting places in the city, especially at night, when crowds of locals descend on the park, bringing picnic blankets and takeaway food to sit and enjoy, creating a party-like atmosphere. Alkid is ringed by a single road where pedal-powered cars covered with fluorescent lights can be hired for a circuit around the park. Everywhere you look, you'll see street food for sale, and people relaxing and enjoying Yogyakarta's evening air. In the very center of the square stand two large banyan trees, each circled by a white fence. An open area of approximately 25 m82 FD separates them, according to local legend. If you can successfully cross from tree to tree while blindfolded, then your wish will come true. You'll see plenty of people here trying their luck. Planning tip: if you want to give this quirky activity a go but forget your blindfold, don't worry, you can rent one on arrival. The lively thoroughfare of JL Malioboro is a great spot for an urban promenade. Begin at the Yogyakarta Monument, an iconic roundabout surrounded by cafes and eateries. Then continue south along JL Mangkubumi until you reach the Tunk Nangkring food stall, where you can sample the best street food pizza in town. From here, continue across the railway tracks to Plang Malioboro, the site of a much photographed JL Malioboro street sign. Wander south along JL Malioboro until you come to the Terrace Malioboro 2 shopping arcade, where street performers, musicians and street vendors gather in the evenings. For more shopping, head to the Pasar Burung Harjo Market, where you'll find many budget stores and shops selling clothing and souvenirs. Once you've finished browsing, head to Kilometer 0, the main intersection at the south end of JL Malioboro. This is another popular hangout for locals, and in the evenings you'll find crowds sitting out and enjoying the atmosphere. Planning tip: this tourist walk through the heart of Yogyakarta is best attempted in the early evening when you can enjoy the bright city lights and lively buzz. After exploring JL Malioboro, visit Loco Cafe Malioboro for some well-priced local and Western food before you head on to your next destination. Alternatively, if you have time to linger, the House of Ramitan offers traditional Javanese food in a unique setting, served by wait staff wearing traditional clothes. Be sure to book ahead. There's more great food in town. Check out Kesuma Restaurant on an alley off JL Sartono for wonderful traditional Indonesian food and polite, English-speaking staff. If you love Sate grilled meat skewers, a great place to try it is Sate Ratu, north of the center on JL Sidomukti in the Sleman district. Their red Sate is especially delicious, originating from Yogyakarta and its twin city of Solo in the late 1800s. The fabric dyeing technique of batik has become a core part of traditional craft culture throughout Indonesia. Intricate designs and patterns are created on cloth using melted wax before the fabric is dyed and the wax removed, leaving areas unstained by the dye. It's a precise art form that takes time and talent to master. At batik centers such as Hamza Batik, you can sit and watch batik artists at work. In 2009, UNESCO recognized batik as a masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage of humanity, and on October 2 every year, Indonesia celebrates National Batik Day. Anyone visiting Yogyakarta will have heard about Borobudur Temple, the world's largest Buddhist temple. It's only an hour away from the city, so seeing it is a must. The temple was constructed in the 8th century, and it covers a massive 2,500 sq meters, nearly 27,000 sq-ft, arranged over 9 levels. The pyramid-like structure tops out at 35 m 115 ft, and its exterior is covered by an incredible 2,672 relief panels and 504 Buddha statues, many set under stupa-like domes. Borobudur was abandoned sometime around the 10th century, but today, the temple sees more than 2 million visitors annually. There are many theories as to why the temple was abandoned, but the most likely explanation is that the temple was buried by ash during an eruption of the Gunung Merapi volcano. Planning tip: try to time your visit to avoid the arrival of the tour buses. They tend to arrive as soon as the gates open, bringing in crowds of visitors, but there are fewer arrivals at lunchtime before another mad rush begins late in the. If you still can't get enough of temples after visiting Borobudur and Prambanan, then head to Candi Sabisari. This ancient Hindu temple site is very quiet and you will likely have the ruins all to yourself. The temple's design is similar to other temples around the region, but the entire complex is set in a deep hollow. In fact, Candi Sabisari was originally constructed at ground level, but hundreds of years ago, it was completely swallowed up by mountains of ash and debris from an eruption of Gunung Merapi. It wasn't until 1966 that the temple was rediscovered when a farmer digging in his field struck a strange stone with his hoe. He contacted archaeologists, and Candi Sabisari was carefully revealed. To this day, Merapi remains Indonesia's most active volcano, and its smoking cone can be seen from many sites around Yogyakarta. Planning tip: Candi Sabisari is not very well known, and its anonymity is part of the appeal. It's one of the rare places around Yogyakarta where you can wander around without much company and enjoy some serenity. Get here by taxi or rideshare, or arrange a car and driver for a return trip. For museum aficionados, Yogyakarta offers plenty of intriguing options. The Sonobudoyo Museum is located right on JL Malioboro, not far from the Kraton, and it has fascinating displays devoted to cultural history. On selected evenings, there are live traditional performances, with dancers acting out local legends. To delve further into Yogya's backstory, visit Museum Wahanarata behind the Kraton to view the collection of horse-drawn royal carriages. Then continue to Kilometer 0 on JL Malioboro, where you can see displays on local history at Benteng Vredebug, a museum set inside a colonial-era fortress. For some respite while touring the sites, grab a cup of full-flavored Java coffee at one of the coffee shops in the middle of Yogyakarta. Cozy and spacious 0-kilometer coffee and tea is as central as it gets, while Kebun Endalam Coffee and Eatery is a great coffee house overlooking the Yogyakarta Monument. If you want to settle in with a book or catch up on emails, Blanco Coffee and Books is a homey and cozy cafe with good Wi-Fi and a wonderful, friendly atmosphere. Or try Noran Coffee and Roastery, a hidden coffee shop with a chilled-out vibe just off JL Malioboro.